You might drive your car for decades keeping up with full maintenance, but just a few small habits can be enough to kill your engine. Today, I'll point out 10 extremely common mistakes, seemingly harmless, that silently destroy your car and can cost you thousands of dollars without you understanding why. Number 1. Revving a cold engine. Many people have a habit of starting the engine and immediately hitting the gas to get going, especially on cold mornings. But at low temperatures, engine oil is still thick and hasn't had time to lubricate the camshaft pistons and piston rings. When you rev hard, the entire engine operates at high RPM in a dry start condition, causing severe wear on bearings and valves. I once saw a Mustang with piston slap after only 3 months of revving it every morning. The consequence, a constant clatter and nearly $5,000 in repairs. The solution is simple. Start the engine, wait 30 to 60 seconds, and drive gently for the first few miles. Number 2. Not replacing the timing belt on schedule. The timing belt is the heart that synchronizes the pistons and valves. But unlike tires or oil, the timing belt doesn't show clear signs of wear. It just breaks. And when it breaks, if your car uses an interference engine, the consequence is pistons bending, valves broken, rocker arms, and a cracked cylinder head. I once saw a sedan that had to have its entire engine assembly replaced for over $5,000 just because the timing belt replacement was delayed by more than 10,000 miles. Check your maintenance records, as most cars need a timing belt replacement every 60,000 to 100,000 miles. And don't believe in lifetime maintenance. In mechanics, nothing lasts a lifetime. Number 3. Believing in lifetime transmission fluid. Lifetime transmission fluid is just a slogan. No fluid in a car lasts forever. After 40,000 to 60,000 miles, transmission fluid begins to oxidize, lose viscosity, and become contaminated with metal particles. The result is jerky shifts, slipping gears, overheating, or even complete loss of power transmission. I once disassembled a transmission labeled "No fluid change needed." Inside was a thick black tar-like mixture that burned out the solenoid valves. Changing transmission fluid only costs a few $100s. But by ignoring it, you'll face a $4,000 to $6,000 bill for a complete overhaul. Don't let manufacturers cut costs by removing the dipstick and calling it unnecessary maintenance. Number 4. Shifting into reverse before the car stops completely. Are you parking quickly, shifting from D to R while the car is still slowly rolling? My condolences, you've just committed one of the most damaging mistakes for your transmission. Whether it's an automatic or manual transmission, shifting direction before the car has completely stopped forces the internal gears to reverse under great stress, leading to chipped teeth, burned clutch plates, or a stuck shift. Selector. A customer once brought their Jeep in because there was a clunking sound every time they shifted into reverse. 1 week later, the transmission completely lost reverse, a repair bill of over $3,600. The rule is the car must be completely still, then shift direction. It only takes 2 seconds to wait, but it saves thousands of dollars. Number 5. Adding gas after the nozzle clicks off. Sounds familiar? You want to fill it up to $30 or top off the tank. But after the pump nozzle automatically clicks off, adding more fuel is actually flooding the evap system, the system that absorbs fuel vapors to prevent pollution. When you top off, liquid gasoline can overflow into the charcoal canister, causing the system to clog. The result, the check engine light comes on, the car idles roughly, and it fails emissions tests. Replacing the canister can cost from $300 to $600. A customer once couldn't renew their car registration just because of an overfilled gas tank. Next time the nozzle clicks, let go. That's the safe limit for the entire system. Number 6. Not changing engine oil on schedule. "My car still runs fine" is a famous saying before an engine breaks its crankshaft. Engine oil not only lubricates but also cools seals and cleans. After about 5,000 miles, the oil oxidizes, accumulates deposits, and loses viscosity. If you continue to drive, components like the camshaft piston rings and bearings will rub dry, generate heat, and wear out quickly. I once opened the valve cover of a car. Inside was like someone poured tar black, thick and viscous. That engine needed a complete replacement, cost $3,800. Don't rely on the engine sound to know when it's time for an oil change. Rely on the odometer and your maintenance schedule. Number 7. Not tightening the radiator cap correctly. After adding coolant, you turn the cap until you hear a click, and you're done. Wrong. The radiator cap isn't just for closing, it's also a pressure relief valve that maintains the correct pressure, usually 13 to 16 psi, helping water not boil at 212 degrees Fahrenheit but at a higher place-spate temperature. If the cap is loose, pressure won't be maintained, water boils prematurely to evaporates, leading to low coolant and the engine overheating. There are even cases of blown hoses or cracked head gaskets just because the cap wasn't tight. A simple, easily forgotten mistake, but it can lead to thousands of dollars in damage. Make sure you use the correct type of cap, the pressure rating matching your car's recommendation, and always tighten it until it double clicks. The radiator cap. Small but mighty. Number 8. Frequently. Running on empty gas prices are high and everyone wants to stretch every last gallon. But if your low fuel light comes on every day, you're damaging your fuel pump faster than you think. The fuel pump is submerged in the tank and uses the gasoline itself for cooling and lubrication. When the fuel level is low, the pump overheats easily and can burn out. Not only that, the bottom of the tank is where sediment rust and condensation settle. When you run near empty, the pump sucks up all that junk, clogging the fuel filter, damaging injectors, and causing the engine to lose power. A car I once repaired lost all power just because the driver habitually drove until only 1 bar of fuel remained. Remember, always keep your tank above 1/4 full. Your wallet and fuel system will thank you. Number 9. Parking an automatic car without engaging the parking brake. Most automatic car drivers just shift the lever to P without engaging the parking brake. But if the car is parked on an incline, the entire weight of the vehicle is loaded onto the transmission's parking pawl. Over time, this pawl wears down brakes, causing the shifter to get stuck, unable to move out of P or making a clunking sound every time you park. Someone once called me from a parking lot because they couldn't shift into gear, just because their car was parked on a slope without the parking brake engaged for 2 years. The correct way: engage the parking brake first, then shift the gear lever to P. It only takes 2 seconds, but it protects your entire transmission and your safety. Number 10. Not replacing the engine air filter. You regularly change your oil, but perhaps you haven't checked your air filter in a year. Many people overlook this small detail. A dirty air filter reduces the amount of oxygen entering the combustion chamber to leading to poor gas mileage, weaker engine performance, incomplete fuel combustion, and the creation of carbon deposits that foul spark plugs and piston rings. The ECU will add more fuel to compensate, causing a serious imbalance in the air-fuel mixture. I once encountered a crossover reporting an oxygen sensor error, but it turned out to be just because the air filter was as black as dirt. After replacing it, the engine ran smoothly and fuel efficiency returned. Typically, you should replace your air filter every 15,000 to 30,000 miles or sooner if you live in a dusty area. Don't let a $10 item destroy thousands of dollars worth of components down the line. Just a few small habits, if not corrected in time, can drain thousands of dollars from your wallet and destroy your engine. Let your car serve you for a long time. Don't let yourself serve repair bills. Hit subscribe if you want to avoid many more costly mistakes.